Hey guys, so before we get this video started, and trust me, it is a good one, I wanted to introduce you to the newest appliance in our household, and it's something that Robbie and I have come to fall in love with. So this beauty is the NewAir 160 can freestanding beverage fridge, and I am in love with it. I know that Robbie's in love with it.
It's awesome.
The coolest thing is, most of the time, we're on the second floor of our house. The baby's up here, Robbie's working up here. I've been doing a lot of stuff up here, and it's really inconvenient to run all the way down the stairs to grab a drink, a water, a soda, a bar. And so we found that putting all that up here, it cuts down on us running up and down the stairs. The other cool thing is we have two fridges downstairs. One of them was supposed to be a designated beverage fridge, a full-size fridge, and it's quickly turned into like our leftovers and meal prep fridge. This freestanding 160 can fridge can hold more than we need as far as drinks, I would say. Wouldn't you say so?
Press the little light button on it.
The light button. So it has a really cool light. Robbie knows a lot about it because he's been using it a ton.
Every day.
Yes, every single day. As you can see, there's Mountain Dew stocked for him.
Water.
There's water, of course. There's Coke Zero stocked for me. Water stocked for us. And then at the top, it even has this little tray, which you can definitely use for cans, but I'm using it to store some bars when I'm up here working and don't want to run downstairs. And it just works really, really well. Another thing that I really love about it is it is so quiet. Having a little one, every single noise that anybody makes in this house, I'm like, don't you dare wake the baby. And I was a little worried about this making some kind of noise or being a little bit boisterous, and it really is so quiet. You can't even hear it when you're up here working on things. So this has been a huge help lately, just with like saving time and not having to run downstairs and keeping Robbie drinking water, which he should be doing more. And also just when he's having a video game night or working hard and really wants a Mountain Dew, it works really well. So we love this thing. As you can see, this appliance has been a game changer in our household. I'm so excited that NewAir gave us a chance to try it, and they want to give you a chance to try it as well. So if this sounds like something that might also be a game changer for your household, use my discount code Mallorie. I'll also drop the link in the description box below to get $100 off of this awesome beverage fridge. So let's roll the video. Good morning, everybody. It's actually Sunday, and I usually don't do a what I eat in a day, or really, I used to like weekend vlog, but I really don't do much videoing or vlogging on the weekend. But I figured it's a perfect day to do a what I eat in a day weekend edition, and here's why. One of the biggest things that I hear from clients, from friends, from people who are on the journey is I do really well during the week, and then on the weekend, everything goes downhill. And that is so normal. I can't even tell you how normal that is. So I'm gonna give you a couple of my tips that I use for the weekend to try and help, because that is also something that I struggle with. I found, especially this second time around, that it's a lot harder on the weekends. I don't know why, but I'm gonna show you some of my tips. The first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make coffee. And that's actually probably my first tip, is keep some sense of normalcy for the weekend. So if you have coffee every single day and you enjoy coffee, make yourself a coffee. If you have the cereal every single morning, have the cereal, just to kind of start your day off really well. The other thing that I recommend is drink a big old glass of water before you have your first feeling. So I finished a water bottle, but typically I drink from a 28-ounce tumbler, or a 24. It's a big tumbler. I drink from a tumbler of at least 20 ounces, and I finish it before I do anything else. So I finished a water bottle. I'll drink more water throughout the day, but I am gonna go ahead and start my coffee. So I'm gonna go ahead and have my coffee with my new Nespresso machine. My birthday was on Thursday the 11th, and my parents actually bought me an espresso machine. I was so excited about this. So I'm still learning how to use it, and actually we have some pods coming in today. They might actually be sitting at my front door, to be honest, but I'll go check real quick. And then I'm gonna show you how I've been making my coffee the past couple days. I haven't perfected it, but I'm getting pretty good at it, I think. Okay, so I have you set up in my cabinet, and you're kind of cattywampus, so I'm gonna hope that it doesn't fall. Anyway, so this came with an espresso machine. It has a whole bunch of pods in it, and on the day that I got it, I was playing barista for everybody. I still really don't know too much about espresso. I'm trying my best though. So I want something that's gonna give me a good amount, like at least 7 ounces of coffee. And I'm trying to see what I have left that will actually do that. Columbia. This is a level 5 on, I think, like strongness. I don't know, but so this may be an option. That's decaffeinated. I'm a new mom, I don't need that. really not enough coffee. That's like 1.3 fluid ounces. So I think I'm either gonna go with the Columbia or I'm gonna go with Malosio. I think I'm gonna go with Malosio today. The ones that I have coming in the mail are hazelnut. I think they're all hazelnut today. But then I have some coming in the mail in a couple weeks, and there's like hazelnut, caramel, and vanilla, and those are my 3 favorite coffee flavors. So anyway, I'm going to fill a big old glass with ice. Hold on. Okay, so I'm gonna put some ice in this. I still like it cold, so like iced coffee. Maybe in the wintertime when it's not 90 something degrees in Texas, I'll have hot, but right now I want cold. Okay, the next thing I'm gonna do is grab my shake that I want with it. I'm gonna do Mocha Blast today. Okay, so the first thing that I do is unlock this, and did you see that? That is the coolest thing. It'll pick up the pod that you have in there and throw it in here, which is like a little trash bin for your pods. Stick that in there, pull this thing off, put this underneath, and it still doesn't even really fit, but it'll be okay. It'll balance, and if not, it's my own stupid fault. So then you close it and lock it, and it is pretty hard to lock. That's okay. Whew. Oh my gracious. Okay, there we go. And then you just push the button on the top and it's gonna warm up. Now I'm gonna work with this shake, and I'm actually gonna make the shake with water in my blender bottle. Okay, now this is finished. There's my shot of espresso. I need to add more water to it, but it's fine. So there is my shot of espresso. Now I'm gonna take my shake. Please excuse the mess of our kitchen. We had friends over last night and we did not clean up before we went to bed. I never do that, so I'm gonna do that in just a second. But this is my frother, and this will froth milk, it'll froth a creamer, it even froths a protein shake. So I'm gonna put my protein shake in there. Jeez Louise. And then I'm gonna put the top back on and put it on its base. And if I hold the button down, it'll froth it till it's cool. But if you just push it, it froths it warm. So that takes about 1.5 minutes to froth. And then I just pour it into my little espresso that I just made, or coffee or whatever. Don't come at me in the comments, I'm still learning about this. And then it's just, it's really good, and honestly has more of a coffee flavor than if I just did it in the Keurig. I like it both ways, but I definitely like it more with the Nespresso machine. So you can see it's frothing it right now. And we'll be back in 1.5 minutes. Okay, so I've just poured in the protein shake. I'll add a straw, and that is it. Super delicious, and this just counts as one fueling. Okay, I promise I have hair. Anyway, so it has been about 3 hours, so I'm gonna have a silky peanut butter and chocolate chip bar. These have been my favorite lately. That's my second tip, is eat your favorite fuelings on the weekend so you don't feel like you're being deprived. You know, you can eat your favorite things. I know that for dinner tonight, I'm not gonna be using any of my condiments actually, so I can have condiments throughout the day. So I may make myself another coffee later on. Just be nice to yourself and eat your favorite things that are on program. So that's what I'm gonna have right now, and then I don't know what I'll have next, but there's the next tip for you. Okay, obviously I took a nap, I look it, but some of my favorite things is cereal. I have it every single day. So of course, tip number 2 was try things that you love, or have things that you love. That's what I've got. The next tip that I have, tip number 3, is set yourself timers for 2 different reasons. Sometimes you're gonna forget to eat. You may be doing something on the weekend where you're outside in the yard, or you're out of the house and you forget to eat. So it'll tell you to eat. But also, if you're in the house, especially during the quarantine right now, you may have that urge to go to the kitchen. And that way, if your timer hasn't gone off, you don't go to the kitchen. There's no reason to go into the kitchen unless that timer's gone off. Robbie is in front of me. You can hear him. He's making up his cappuccino with an espresso machine. But anyway, so that's my tip number 3. And I'm gonna have my cereal. Okay, tip number 4 and fueling number 4. I'm having a brownie with some hazelnut PB2. My 4th tip is use all of your condiments and your optional snack and your healthy fats for the day. Make sure you fill your day. So I'm using 1 tablespoon of hazelnut PB2 to kind of jazz up my brownie a little bit, and I've left myself 1 for my fueling after dinner. I don't exactly know what I'm gonna do yet, but I've got it there when I need it. But use those things that are given to you to make sure that you have a jazzy weekend and you don't feel like you're being deprived. Okay, as usual, the dog is deciding to eat right now, so just ignore that noise. But I wanted to come to you. Guess what? I broke one of my own rules, or actually didn't follow one of my own rules. One of my biggest rules is plan, plan, plan. Because if you're failing to plan, you're planning to fail. I think that's how you say the saying. But here's what happened tonight for Lean and Green. We had a whole bunch of friends over. I decided I was gonna have spaghetti squash with some Raos's marinara and some type of meat, whether it be turkey meat in there, ground beef in the sauce. Oh my gosh, this is hilarious. Let me just show you this. Shiner is eating out of the little bowl. Watch this. Let's see if it'll happen before he finishes. Shotzi is eating out of the big bowl. I'm not watching, Shotzi. Go ahead. Oh, of course they decided to do this. Shiner, do not eat all of it. Anyway, Shotzi was going underneath Shiner to eat. Anyway, back to our regular programming. So what happened was we had tamale pie, which is pretty much program approved, except that there's kind of a coating on top that's made with masa. So I, knowing this, was like, okay, well, I'm still just gonna have what everybody else is having because I hadn't prepared any kind of meatballs or meat to go in the Raos's with the spaghetti squash. So I had tamale pie without the topping. Do I know if that was an exact Lean and Green? No, if I had planned a little bit better, it would have gone a lot smoother, but it's okay, it's gonna be fine. So anyway, that's my next tip is plan or you're planning to fail. For my last fueling tonight, I'm having some brownies made into waffles with the other portion of my snack. So another teaspoon of PB2, which is my favorite. And my last tip for the night is no matter what happens, you're gonna get through the weekend. And one thing I love to tell people is this is not no forever, it's just not right now. And every time you say no to something or say no thank you or thanks but no thanks, it gets easier every single time. So every weekend that you get through doing the best that you can, the next weekend's gonna be even easier. So with that being said, I wanna thank you guys so much for watching this video. I wanna thank you for always supporting me, just like I wanna support you as well. So down in the comments, drop your non-scale victories, drop your scale victories. I love when y'all do that. He really chooses the exact wrong time to eat his stuff. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time, I love you all and God bless you.